Here we are again, the Laura and Frida Show from the Chicago School of Fusing. What are you going to show us today, Laura?
I want to show you how to make this little quilt, how to start it anyway. This is called Birds and Flowers.
I love that little bird in the little nest. You're going to do weaving and some collage and freeform cutting. It's going to be great. You're going to have a great time learning these techniques.
Hi, this is my project called Birds and Flowers, and there's a pattern for you on the website as well. But I'll show you how I'm going to make flowers today, the little bird, and of course all these leaves and stems that you'll see. This is how we start. So these are the fabrics that I'm going to use for my project. There's a batik fabric, some hand-dyed fabrics that I've made. I love the colors that I've picked up.
Beautiful. Frida Green, my favorite.
Your favorite. I love Frida Green too. There's a sky, the background, the leaves, everything's there. And here's what you do. First you're going to start by free cutting some flowers, Frida. I love free cutting. Free cutting is cutting right into the fabric. This is my lovely yellow fabric. I'm just going to cut some loopy flowers like this.
Loopy like you.
Yeah, just like me.
Yep.
Free cutting's using really sharp scissors. There's my free cut flowers. I'll cut a dot out for it as well. This is the center dot. I use kind of a long handle like that, a rectangle with a long handle. It's easier for me to cut out a circle that way. There's my free cut flower. There's my lovely fabrics like that. And then I'm going to take a piece of release paper and put it in between like that. I'll get my hot dry iron and I'll fuse it for about 5 seconds. That's about it.
Yep.
Fuse it onto the release paper, put paper on top.
Right, so in case you've got that upside down.
There you have your little flower is made as a unit. We're going to make 5 of those for this quilt top. Look at those pretty little flowers. Well, flowers need stems, so I'm going to get some green fabric for my stems and my leaves. Here's a square of fabric. I'm going to cut that square on the bias. The bias is a 45-degree angle to the
Straight of green.
Thank you so much. So it's really from corner to corner.
Yes.
I'll cut my stems. They're about 1/8 of an inch across. There's 5 little stems for my flowers. And I'm going to save the leftover fabric right there, those triangles, to make these leaves.
And I noticed that you stacked them with the fused sides out so they don't stick to each other.
That's really important. Otherwise they stick together. So I'm going to cut this sort of, what do you call this shape?
Elliptical.
Why, thank you, Frida.
Or leaf shape.
A leaf shape. I'll free cut a little leaf, and maybe I'll even take a little notch out of it like that. And I'll end up with, oh, well, I would trim that up a little bit.
Although it's kind of cute.
It is kind of cute.
Okay.
I need 8 of those, and I'm going to free cut some little ones as well.
Teardrop shapes.
I like those little leaves. They're so pretty.
We all love leaves.
I know. And the next thing I need to make is the birds.
Yay.
Now you can use the pattern, or you can even free cut it if you want. Want to see that?
Yes,
All
because we
right.
saw how to do the pattern before.
Okay. So if I were to free cut a bird is kind of like the shape of a crescent moon. Ah, the crescent moon, just like that. And when you make a crescent moon, you kind of go up like this, right? There's the crescent. But for the bird, you just kind of round off one of those points like that.
So almost like a paisley.
It is. And there he is. There's the little bird. There's his head and there's his tail.
All right.
But I'll
he
show
needs
you
more.
He does. I know. But I'll show you real quick how to do the pattern transfer.
Okay.
There's the pattern. Remember what we did? We took our black marker. We traced the pattern. We took the ink side of the drawing and we put it onto the glue. We put ink to glue. That's important. We ironed it. We ironed it for about 5 seconds. After it cooled off, I peeled it off and it cooled down really well. And there's the mark for the little bird. Now when I cut them out, I'm going to cut out just inside that black line like that. Get that out of the way. There we go. There's a little cutout like that. And I end up with a bird shape.
There he is.
It's a miracle. And now I'm going to make his beak.
Okay.
Here's what you do. You take a little square of fabric, about, let's do a better one than that, about 1/2 inch across. There's my little beak square. I'm going to cut from corner to corner, and I end up with a beak shape. There's this little beak.
And then, yeah.
Yeah, and I tuck them underneath.
Yep.
And then when I iron them, I always put paper on top.
That's right, so that you don't get it stuck to the bottom of your iron.
Yeah, that would be bad.
Because that yellow is hard to see the fusible on.
Fused tack.
Yes.
Here's my little bird's eye. His eye is a lighter value color like that. I've cut out a dot about a ½ inch across. And then here's his little dot for the inside of his eye.
Which is smaller.
Much smaller, and he has a little notch cut out so he can look at you.
Ooh.
Free cut those dots, they're fun. So I have my little bird, he's got an eye, and now of course what he needs is a wing.
A wing and a prayer.
So what you need to do is you can transfer that pattern. There's my bird's wing pattern. I can transfer it like I did before. Ink to glue, you iron it for about 5 seconds, and then it transfers, or I can free cut it a little teardrop shape like that. When I cut my little teardrop shape, then I could take my little teardrops, and if I want to, I can cut out little notches in it to make kind of feather things. I don't know, something like that. So there's his
Very
wing.
cool.
Let's put his little wing on. Oh, look, now he can fly away.
Ooh.
And so I end up with 2 little birds that look like that. They're fuse tacked right onto the release paper, and they're ready to go.
All right. Thanks, Laura. That was great.
I'm glad you enjoyed it, Frida. So what we learned was how to make free cut flowers, free cut leaves, how to do bias cutting to make the stems, and to make our little bird. And next time I'm going to show you how to make this woven collage for the nest.
Sounds great. I can't wait. So be sure and join us next time. And remember,
Press on.